the time to showcase your gifts to the world. Artist and lyrics, artist and lyrics. The gifts of a man maker.
It's always a happy moment for me when I know I'm coming on Artiste and Lyrics.
Artist and lyrics.
My guest today is Omotayo Adedeji.
FM 92.96.
She just dropped a single video and the title is I Will Get There.
And on Thursday.
Please remember to watch the London episode of Artiste and Lyrics on MZ Radio London every Thursday 7 through 7:30 p.m. London time. Let's watch part of I Will Get There video, and after that I will come back with my guest for the discussion.
I'll make it there. I'll make it there. 'Cause I'm determined and focused. Every help I need, I have. I will make it there. I'll make it there. I'll make it there. 'Cause I'm determined and focused. Every help I need, I have. Oh, Shubarare, oh, Shubarare, oh, Batauri, Dari Shelware, oh, Shubarare, oh, Jesu Tauri, Dari Shelware, oh, Shubarare, oh. My name is Omotayo Adedeji. I am Nigerian. I'm from Lagos, Nigeria. By profession, I am an accountant. So music is not what I do full time, right? But I've started doing music now. And music, to me, it is a ministry. And that is because I have a message for the people. And two things. Is actually just to point you back to your creator and also to inspire you, like bringing out scripture and putting it in the song and giving it to you so that it inspires you. Those are my messages. Okay, so for as far as I can remember, I started singing at the age of 8. I just realized that I was very interested in music and I would follow my mom to church or probably even midweek services, because obviously on Sunday I would go to children's church. So for me then, music had always been an hobby. Not that I didn't know it was ministry. I knew it was ministry, but I kind of like stayed in a safe zone and say music was an hobby, because if you come out and say you're a music minister, there were certain expectations people would put on you. As time went on, I could not pretend anymore that music was just an hobby. Yes, of course, it's something I love to do. I knew that I had to answer the call, and I knew that music was ministry, and God just started laying it on my heart to do more. 2022, I was in my house all by myself. I was just probably doing one of the chores in the house, and I remember the song that I wrote many years ago, about 14 years ago. And the song came back, and I just started singing the song. And before I knew what was happening, I wrote the verse 2 of the song. Before I knew what was happening, I wrote the bridge of the song. I was like, oh, the song is finally complete. And I just felt like, okay, I really, really have to share this. And, I had to like get to work, get in touch with producers. And, we started working on the song. And I released the song 2022 this year. So far, I'm still very new in this. I'm still full of ambition and, strength to strive and to work and go on. The only thing that I think I experienced that was probably disappointing, was a bit disappointing when I released the song. Maybe for some people that I felt would accept the song more, friends, not family, friends that I've known way back that would accept the song more, didn't really accept it as much as I would have loved them to, or I thought they would. At each time, I remember probably some of those people, as in this, my friends, God will redirect my focus to the people that have accepted me, people that do not know me. And they've given testimonies about the song. Like, they didn't even come to me to give testimonies about the song. I would hear it from somebody that I know that, oh, I shared your song with somebody, and the person said, oh, I was down at that particular time, but just listening to your song just gave me hope. And I'm like, why am I focusing on people that are not accepting me right now? I look away from the disappointment and I just, focus on where I am being accepted and focus on the things I'm actually supposed to do.
Well, one thing I love about your song, this latest song we're talking about, I Will Make It There, is that it teaches one of the principles of Kwanzaa. We call it Kujichagulia, which means self-determination. My thought is that it could be misconceived by some people to mean that you're encouraging them to go for anything in life by any means. You know this slogan, anyway, anyhow.
Okay.
But I'm very sure that's not your intention. Could you shed more light on your lyrics and those you are encouraging with the songs?
So something about misconception is that when you hear part of something and you don't hear the full story, you're likely to misinterpret what the person is saying. The same way it goes for my song. If you probably just focus on the chorus, you will think, oh, that is, I will make it theirs, and just make sure you do anything to get there. You probably think that is what we're saying. But you need to actually listen to the song from the start to finish to get the full message of the song. Now, the first verse of the song, the first line of the song says, there's a place of glory I have to get to. I live a life of purpose, predetermined years ago. The Bible makes us to understand, like God was talking to Prophet Jeremiah. He says that before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you and ordained you as a prophet to the nation. God knows every one of us, even before we were formed in our mother's womb. People will say, oh, my parents didn't plan for me. I was an accident, or I was born out of wedlock. That is inconsequential, because God knows you, and God formed you. As in, before all that, before your conception, God already ordained you to be somebody. So that plan that God has for everybody, or for a certain individual, is the place of glory that my song is referring to. So like, there's a place of glory that I'm supposed, that I was created to be. I have to get there. I live a life of purpose predetermined years ago. God has already settled that this is who I am supposed to be. So every day I rise, I seek for directions from my dreams. So like, you wake up in the morning, either you're meditating, or you're studying the word, or you're praying, whatever you're doing, or you're seeking God's face to show you your part so that you will get there. And then the second verse goes on to say this. And that is why I keep saying it is a story. So like, once you even discover your part, or when you discover what you're supposed to do, or what you want to achieve, when you first of all, when you realize what it is, you're excited, right? You want to go ahead and do it. As in, there's this the adrenaline rush. Yes, this is it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to excel at this. You want to run at it. You want to do it. Then you run, and you realize, maybe I'm not running fast enough, or my injury is not healing. My leg is paining me. I am limping. No, maybe I should just face another direction and not run this anymore. Well, whatever it might be, like you face opposition, you face people criticizing you, you face disappointment, your expectations are not being met, or whatever. Those are obstacles. Those are things that could easily discourage you or stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. So, but what the second verse is telling you, that through your pain and your struggle, my leg is hurting, you keep on going. You will push through your flaws and your failures. You keep on going on. You've done it before, you didn't make it. Pick yourself up again. Keep on going on. Keep at it. That is your place of glory. You're supposed to get there. And we get to the bridge of the song that talks about pushing aside every negativity, voices in my head telling me I can't. A lot of the times, and this part of the song was also talking to me because before I did the song, before I came out to do the song, I thought, oh, this song is not good enough. What if people don't like it? And yet I told you the testimony I got from it. So sometimes we think what we have or what we are doing is not good enough. Sometimes we think that we are inadequate ourselves. And we keep hearing these voices in our head. Oh, look at the person that did it. Now that person is a celebrity. How can you compare yourself to that person? You know? So like we keep hearing these voices in our head. So like before we can actually push through, you need to shut up those voices, push them out, and run towards your goal. And when I say you have to fight, it's because even when you're pushing out these voices and you get up and you begin to run towards your goal, you will still meet obstacles. That's why you have to fight. You have to fight so that you can make it there.
Wow, 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 wow. This is so beautiful. Today, you are my first guest in Nova Scotia coming on Artist and Lyrics. What could you say about this program?
Okay, so I think this program is just it's just a very beautiful program for people like myself. And well, not just myself, beginners like myself and people that are already in the industry as well. It's a great way to, publicize people and showcase your gifts. So it's a very beautiful way of helping people like me to showcase our gifts and our talents to the world. It's one thing to put in all the work and put your song out there without promotion. It doesn't really get anywhere. It doesn't really go far. So this is a promotion, a medium of promotion that's really going to help people like me.
Now, this is the last part of the show, and we love to ask our guests if they could do a song for Artists and Lyrics and sing it just like a fun part of it. I'm not sure if you prepare for that. You are not any under obligation to do that. If you don't feel like doing it, it's fine. But if you're able to do it, we will so much appreciate that.
Do you have a gift in singing? Do you have a gift of melody? Do you want to show the whole world? And you're wondering how to do this. Don't you worry, I've got something that can help you out. Artiste&Lyrics will help you out.
Wow, 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 wow. Well, this is where we are going to end this conversation for today, and we're hoping that by next week we'll be coming back here with another guest. Thank you so much, our big sister Omotayo Adedeji, for coming on Artist and Lyrics. Well, I will see you next week. Please be good to someone out there. Esheganima, Thank you so much, man.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yes, yes, sir.